Remember, my first one's not on there.
No, that's all right. I'm trying to put something else. I think read and
Hey,
It's actually kind of relaxing. It's like, oh, okay, you're kind of getting used to it up here. Hey, how's everybody doing?
Did you have to buy all those?
Yeah, I never drink Fiji water. I'm over there like, oh, it's actually not that bad. It's not worth the freaking money.
I know.
Don't be sure.
See, that's like my jokes. I couldn't tell that. I couldn't take that class.
I know, it's actually heart rate's going down. This is not bad. Yeah? Okay. My name is Shanae, and my audience is just pretty much bottled water consumers. By raise of hands, I'm just curious, who here drinks bottled water? Okay, significant. According to Richard Glennon, the author of the book Water Follies, about 60% of Americans drink bottled water, about 12 gallons a year. By the show of hands, I think that's probably accurate. The first visual I have is a graph off of the Nestle Waters of North America that just kind of shows that bottled water is a big business. For the past 30 years, it's grown significantly. Why is it so popular? Does it taste better? Is it better for you? Over the next few minutes, I'll discuss the different origins of bottled water, the production standards, and the environmental impacts of bottled water. This is a diagram that I got off of howstuffworks.com that just kind of shows a couple of the different sources for bottled water. In an unconfined aquifer, the water is actually not under pressure. It moves freely, so you can either pump it out of a well or gather it from a spring. That's where you're going to get waters like Arrowhead and Crystal Geyser. They both come out of springs. In a confined aquifer, this water is actually under pressure, so it's released up through an artesian well, and that is where water like Fiji comes from. It's from an artesian water. Another source for bottlers is right from the tap. The National Resource Defense Council website, or NRDS, stated that about 1/4 of bottled water is actually from the tap water. That includes the top two brands, the top two selling brands in the U.S., Aquafina and Dasani. We all drink tap water in San Diego, you know? No. But the truth is that tap water actually has more strict regulations than bottled water does. NRDC reports that tap water actually prohibits any contaminations, whereas bottled water does not. Tap water is tested about 100 times a month compared to bottled water that's only tested about once a week. Leaching is another concern with bottled water. It's the belief that the chemicals from the plastic will actually contaminate the water that you drink. I have a quote from Dr. Richard Behrens, Jr. of the PG Research Foundation of Illinois. He says, The chance of being injured by a car as you are on your way to the store to buy bottled water is much, much greater than the chance that your health will be impaired by drinking water from a plastic container. My final point is regarding environmental impact. According to the HowStuffWorks.com website, 3 million tons of plastic are produced in the world a year, and 90% of that is not being recycled. In the U.S. alone, I think we're only still 85%, but worldwide it's 90%, and that's pretty significant, I think. We all remember T's story about the swirling vortex of plastic in the ocean. Arrowhead tries to make their plastic thinner, like it's really going to help. Ultimately, it's up to consumers to recycle. I hope that you found this interesting and that it helps you to understand where bottled waters come from, how they're produced and their standards, and the environmental impacts. Thank you.